The end of 2024 is upon us. ApexX has now been considered a project for over 5 years, although less than 2 years of man-hours have been placed into it. The extremely unstable lifespan of the project reflects the instability of my life as a body. And never can I forget what brought me to this point, what the meaning of it all really is. 2024 has been a disaster, like all the years prior, but still the project endures. And 2024 was not without its advances. From the humble beginnings 15 years ago in Armageddon Onslaught 2, to the 250 hours placed into the effort this year alone, I finally have a version of the player character that has demonstrable placeholders for its original objectives. Although work on the project only took place within the months of January, November, and December, a substantial amount of work was performed, and ApexX has seen some advancements within the year of 2024. Going through all of them within the scope of a simple demonstrational video would take a very long time. As I mentioned before, it wasn't simply the player character that gave me problems. It was also all the contemplation and consideration in the wake of revelations of the last few years. An effort to bring large-scale combat into the project, to approach the overworld design difficulties, and to contend with questions challenging my existing concepts. These all brewed during the long, dark months of the project's silence. And now, we have finally begun to move in a direction that may take us somewhere productive. And all of this has taken place during the gradual updates to Unreal Engine 5. Some of the previous troubles we had, like some of the nanite foliage, appears to be corrected, but things like overdarkening and massive bugs and performance problems have taken its place. Furthermore, Epic launched their Fab platform, which is an unmitigated disaster in every respect. In the backdrop, however, advancements of understanding, porting techniques, and technical prowess have allowed me to push the project ever more forward. A large number of the goals we had set forth for the 2022 Second Voyage demo have been finally completed. I wasn't going to bother producing any further demo videos until we had something worth showing, and 2024 was likely to pass without such a thing. But now, at the twilight of the year, perhaps there is something worth demonstrating after all. Again, most of the work is not terribly flashy. It's just technical, but it's important. Setting the stage has taken a long time. What does time mean, anyway? This is the sum of the work performed within 5 of the worst years of my life. It is what over 30 years of content creation, digital and analog, has brought me to. It isn't much, but it's all I have.
skya himmel på frådande vilje. Man valer här vart det våve. Stormdøtrene krysser og med skaleksrediftøy. Bladbølge stig nå, bladbølge stig nå. Svelg alt til en gjenting, bladbølge stig nå. Blødregen fra skya himmel på frådende vilje. Man valer her vart det våve. Stormdøtrene krysser og med skaleksrediftøy. Bladbølge stig nå, bladbølge stig nå. Svelg alt til en gjenting, bladbølge stig nå. Bladregen fra skya himmel på frådende vilje. Man valer her vart det våve. Stormdøtrene krysser og med skaleksrediftøy. Bladbølge stig nå, bladbølge stig nå. Svelg alt til en gjenting, bladbølge stig nå.
Vitality is self-explanatory. You lose it when you are injured. Don't get injured.
And every step forward, put a little more sword in your heart, yeah. Looking sideways when I say I'm okay with the past, but I'm afraid of what I might say if you ask. Gave you way too many chances, you ran through heart. Got everything I could want, but it wasn't enough. Nobody left for me to talk to, nobody to call. Got everything I could want, but I still wanted more. Yeah, I still wanted more. There's not enough.
Some years ago, I said we were going to replicate some of the Armageddon Onslaught units within ApexX, not the least of which because there is an Armageddon faction. As a point of reference, I looked to the StarCraft 2 editions created by Quantum Menace, based on concepts I had written over 15 years ago now. It has taken this long to look at these ideas again, and arm myself with the ability to bring one to life once more. And in the dusk of 2024, one more would be brought to life. Many things came together to make the Destroyer of Hope concept possible, and yet within Fort Ezrael, its flame concept creates a massive performance loss, even though it doesn't do so in much busier maps. Indeed, the 2024 demo features all kinds of things that can't be easily summarized as to their significance to the project's internal evolution. It has not been a very active year, but the quality of the activity has been enormous. 2025 is going to be miserable, but I can only hope that it brings with it further advancement, at least equivalent to this one. That is all I can hope for. That is all I can ask for. With what little waning strength I have left, I continue to look ahead, and I continue to ask myself, how can I do better? No matter what is to come to pass, no matter how the future may unfold, and no matter what horrors await me in the days to come, I know what awaits me on the horizon. Peace. My 2 little cats taught me a very important lesson. And that lesson was to never be afraid. To never fear the uncertain future. The worst has already happened. There is nothing more that life can do to me. There is nothing more that can be taken from me. So there's no reason to be afraid. I am but a shadow, drifting in the mist, seeking not purpose, but simply a means to pass the time. There is so much more to do, so much more to bring this project towards. I will keep crawling until I can crawl no more. This is a story of ApexX. It is a terribly unpleasant story, but I'm not the one who wrote it this way.